welcome back to Concert Critiques in Cars with Emily. So tonight's concert was a pretty awesome one. I was really excited, at least about the first two bands. Wasn't sure really what to expect with the third one. So the concert was at MECU Pavilion, which used to be Pier 6 Pavilion in Baltimore. Getting there was actually really no problem. It was pretty smooth. There wasn't significant traffic even in Baltimore, which I was kind of surprised because it was such a nice night. I kind of thought people might go to the city to go out, walk around. So that was kind of nice, surprise that there wasn't much traffic. So let's get into it. So the tour is co-headlining with Live and Bush, and then Our Lady Peace is the opener. So Our Lady Peace is like one of my all-time favorite bands, so just know that going in. And I was really excited to see Bush again, but I'd never seen Live, and I don't really know a lot of their music. I know the stuff that's on the radio that's very popular, so I wasn't really sure what to expect with that. So let's get into the show. Our Lady Peace was fantastic again, maybe a little biased here. So they opened with Drop Me in the Water, which I thought was a good choice. It's definitely like a more upbeat song off their newer album, so I really did like that choice. And then after that, they played Innocent, which was fantastic, and they had such subtle changes, especially in the second verse. He basically was kind of like talking at the end of the second verse instead of singing it, which I had seen him do before, but still, I like the change, especially when you see it live. Those changes do make a difference, for me at least. So I did really like that song, and again, that song is just very good. Then they played Maps by Yes, which I love that song, and I love Our Lady Peace, and hearing them sing Maps live was just super cool. After that, there was like the Spiritual Machines thing in the background, which does not count as playing a song off of Spiritual Machines, by the way, so I was a little disappointed that they didn't have any Spiritual Machines songs. It's one of my favorite albums of theirs, so yeah, that was a little bit of a bummer. After that, though, they did play Superman's Dead, which of course is like such a crowd pleaser, so good. Then they played Clumsy, and they definitely changed significant things in the like second verse and second chorus, so I really like that, like holding notes and singing them either faster or slower. Really loved those changes in that song. And then they had like that extended introduction to Starseed, which again, if you see them live, kind of is a typical thing that they do. And then they played Starseed, said goodbye, and then left. Wish they were able to play a longer set. Obviously, again, I'm a little biased towards them, so maybe some people were like, oh yay, they're done, whereas I was like, no, just like keep playing cool songs. And again, you know, this is a 25th anniversary tour for Live and Bush, and pretty much Our Lady Peace, because they've all been around for that long. So I was a little disappointed that it's tough, right? Our Lady Peace is the opener, so they have to play songs that are crowd pleasers, and I understand that. But it would have been cool to see like one old song, and I do like that they played Drop Me in the Water, which is a newer song, and I really do love that. I don't know, I mean, again, I love them. It was great seeing them, and I had a blast. I mean, I was jumping around and having like the time of my life, so that was fantastic. But again, the song choices, I just wish one song that they don't tend to play a lot, like they play Starseed a lot, they play Superman's Dead a lot, they play Clumsy a lot. So it would have been cool to see maybe one song that was kind of a like song that you never hear them play ever, like a really random one like Shaking, or If You Believe is my favorite song of theirs, so that would have been fantastic. But anyway, loved them. We need to move on. So after that, Bush went on, which I would have loved to see Bush go last instead of Live, just because, again, like I said at the beginning of this video, love Bush. Only know the 3 or 4 songs that are on the radio from Live, so wasn't really sure what to expect. But Bush opened with, the drummer came out and started kind of just drumming a simple beat, and then they played Machine Head, which is like one of my favorite songs of theirs, so that was awesome. The second song I didn't know as well, and then their third song was a cover, REM cover, Losing My Religion. So that was the other band, that was Live. They did do a cover though. Maybe not. Oh, see, this is terrible, I'm so sorry. Anyway, no, I know what their third song was. Okay, sorry, I'm totally thinking of Live. I know what Bush's third song was. So for the third song, the second song was a song I didn't really know that well. But the third song, they started singing the chorus for Everything's End, and so they sang the first line and then let us finish the chorus, and then they went right into the song, which was awesome. They let us like sing the chorus. It was great. I really liked that song, so that was like a fun way to incorporate the crowd. I really liked that. After that, they played, I want to say it was a song I didn't really recognize, but then after that they played Sounds of Winter, which was so good. Really loved the chorus to that song, and like the ending he made so dramatic by like continuing to sing the words "Hold, Hang On," and it was just awesome. It was really cool. I really loved the ending of that song. Then after Sounds of Winter, they played their new song, Bullet Hole, so that was cool to see live. And then after that, they played, oh my gosh, why can't I think of the song title? It was totally a song that I know, and it was awesome, and I'm totally trying to think of the song, and I can't remember. Sorry, guys. Anyway, but after that, so every time I've seen Bush before this, they played Glycerine last. Oh, I know what they played. They played Little Things. Okay, sorry. See, this is good. I'm remembering. So after they played Bullet Holes, they played Little Things, and the lead singer ran into the crowd, which is always awesome. I love when he does that. So that was like just fantastic. And so he went from like the left side, from the left side of the stage, and like came around to the right, and then kind of went up and back and stopped to sing the bridge, and then went like around again. So that was really cool. Really like an awesome thing. I love when bands do that. So that was awesome. And then after that, so like I was saying before, he's always played Glycerine last. So when I looked at the time and he started playing Glycerine, I was like, this is not gonna go well. And so they played Glycerine, and it was fantastic, and they let the crowd sing most of the second verse and chorus, and I love that, and it was great, and it was so cool, like to hear everyone's voices all at once. It was just so good. Really, really loved that. Like to a point where they stopped the music and let us sing. So it wasn't just the music in the background and the singer just not singing. It was, nope, this is your time, guys, shine. And it was great. I really liked that. And then after that, they ended with Come Down, which again was fantastic. And throughout the whole set, they were extending bridges and extending their music. And a couple songs that I didn't know as well. Oh, I forgot another song. But a couple songs that I didn't know as well were like super energetic. They played Alien, which is a slower song, before they played Bullet Holes, maybe. So that was kind of cool to see that song. And again, it's just one of those songs, like I immediately recognized the music. I was like, oh, I totally know this song. What is this song? And then when he started singing, I like filled in the rest of my mind. I was like, oh, it's totally Alien. So that was cool. Like I liked knowing that I knew the song. So that was awesome. I like that in general. They didn't play Chemicals Between Us, which I love, but I hadn't seen that before, so it wasn't that big of a deal for me. But yeah, overall they had a really great set. And again, I mean, the lead singer is just all over the stage, and he plays guitar too, so it's really impressive. When he's not at the mic singing, he is somewhere else on the stage. So I really appreciate that, and he's just awesome. And the fact that he goes into the crowd was really cool. So now we'll get to live. And they opened with All Over You, which I know very well, but didn't realize that was their song. So that was awesome. Good opener, definitely grabs the crowd right away, so I really liked that. The second song I definitely recognized and had heard maybe once or twice before, but didn't really know it. The third song was REM, Losing My Religion, so that was awesome. Really great choice. I'm really glad that was the song of REM's that they chose, because some REM songs, while I know them, I don't enjoy them as much as Losing My Religion, so I thought that was a really nice choice and definitely made me more into their set, so I really liked that. Then they played a song that I really didn't know, that was slower for the verses and really very drastic change for the choruses, so I really liked the chorus. I liked that drastic change. The verses were kind of but I really liked that drastic change for those choruses. That was really cool. And then the next song was The Dolphins Cry, and I didn't know that I knew that song until the chorus. I was like, wait, I definitely know this song. And then I was like, oh yeah, I know this song. So that was, again, cool. It was just like, oh wait, I do kind of know this song. So I liked that. And then after that, they played a cover of Metallica song, which I had heard before, but I'm not very familiar with. So that was fine. It was fun. The crowd seemed to enjoy it. And then after that, they played this song that had like a really like good upbeat beat to it, and I really liked it. Followed by I Alone, which I knew that I knew. I just didn't realize that that's what it was called. So that was really awesome. I liked that it went from like a really upbeat song to a song that I knew. So I was really intrigued. And then they followed it with another song that even though I didn't know, it was like just so much full sound, and it was just like, you know, instrumental bridges that were super impressive and just instrumental beginnings that were super impressive. You know, just like this powerful sounding words that were being sung. So I really liked that block. I thought that was a fantastic block for the like middle end of their set. It was really fantastic. I really liked those 3 songs right in a row. And again, it helped that I knew the I Alone song, so that was like really good. Then they went off stage. Oh, the lead singer comes back with an acoustic guitar. And let me tell you, man, those 2 songs were rough. I'm not gonna lie. So he tells us that this song was for his daughter and how he has 13 kids and they're from York, Pennsylvania, and how he's like all about having kids the way God intended. So that really right there kind of threw me off. Just because it was like, wait a minute, why are we suddenly having this religious discussion at this show? So I wasn't a huge fan of just that talking point. And then the next song is called Heaven. I looked it up, and I didn't know it, and so that it was kind of ruined for me after that. After he had said that, and then knowing that the song was called Heaven, it was like too religious-y at that point. It was a little disappointing. And then the next song was also an acoustic song, and I actually liked that song a lot better than I liked Heaven, so I was glad that at least that next song was good. But again, the placement of it all, it's like you come off of these 2 songs that are just so, or 3 songs, sorry, that are just so like powerful and energetic, and I Alone, and people are like dancing, and it's great, and it's awesome. You go off stage a little bit, play these 2 really slow acoustic songs. It just, in my opinion, killed the mood no matter whether you liked the songs or not. It definitely took the show in a different direction. And yeah, so that was definitely the low point of live set for me for sure. But then of course they end with lightning crashes, and it was super amazing, and just like hearing the subtle differences and letting the crowd sing the chorus, and just, you know, hearing the word placenta sang by thousands of people at one time. I mean, it's pretty incredible. I really did enjoy that last song, and assumed that they would end with it, so I was glad that they did. Definitely, again, kept me there, because those last 2 songs were just really not my cup of tea. So I was glad that it ended on a high note for me. All right, so score time. This is a really difficult one to score for me, like so difficult, just because Our Lady Peace is in there, and I love them. And then you got Bush, which was fantastic. All right, so Our Lady Peace, definitely one of the highlights of the show for me. I mean, didn't steal the show necessarily, just because I'm a huge Our Lady Peace fan. They definitely didn't do anything that was like show stealing worthy. Sorry, OLP, I love you, I really do. But I loved their set. I thought they chose really great songs. The order was pretty like good and solid. They had a really upbeat song to grab you in. Then they played Innocent, which was a really popular song, and then they kind of played more of their hits, and then ended with Starseed, which again is like a really good rock song. At which point they made everyone in the crowd stand up, and everyone seemed really into it. So definitely a good overall set. Again, I wish they would have played 1 or 2 songs that were a little bit more rare, but I get why they couldn't, so I'm not sure I could really complain about that so much, but definitely would have liked to see something a little bit different. So Bush's set was amazing. The songs I didn't know, I didn't really care that I didn't know them. Obviously the ones I did know were way more entertaining. Again, I think their set order was really great, even though I do like seeing Glycerine last. Come Down last is really a fine choice too. It was really fun to dance to, and it was a really great way to go out. So I really liked that. And then, you know, just seeing Glycerine again live is just fantastic, and all those Machine Head, and just everything Zen, so good. Even seeing Alien again, really awesome. Really like their set overall, and again, even the songs I didn't know were great, and he's great, and he runs into the crowd, which I really like. And then live, theirs was hit and miss. Definitely the low point was those 2 songs, like I said. And it was towards the end, which was definitely like a bummer. I'm exhausted. I'm tired. It's, 10:40 at night. I'm ready to go to bed. I don't want to hear 2 slow songs. So yeah, that was definitely a low point for me. But the songs that I knew were really fun. And again, like that stretch of 3 songs with I Alone in the middle was really fantastic. I really liked that. So I think overall I'm going to give this show... Oh man, I really don't know what to do. I'm torn. It's like I want to give it a high score, but then I don't know. I'm going to give this one a solid 8.0, which I know it sounds so low, especially compared to some other scores I've given, but I think the fact that Our Lady Peace was so short for me personally, and that they didn't play any like super like dusted off B-side-y songs. Bush was fantastic, and then live, just again, it was like a roller coaster. Some of it was great, some of it was some of it was great, some of it was not great. So yeah, I think 8.0, did I say? Yeah, 8.0. Guys, it's been a long day. Anyway, let me know what you think. Were you there? Were you not there? Did you want to be there? Did you go to a different show somewhere else? Comment, like, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.